Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Code with Rex. So today I'm going to be talking about conditional statements in Python. Conditional statements in Python. So at times in Python, you have to make decisions. Without the capability for computer to make decisions, actually the computer is going to be useless. So the way we make decisions in Python is actually by obtaining an actual value or current value of something, then compare to the desired value, then act according to the comparison between the two. That's the actual value and the desired value. When we act according to the comparison between two are the conditional statement there. So we are going to start with if statement. If statement are control flow statements which help to run a particular code when a particular condition is satisfied. So let's say now we want to say if a condition is true, we want to print out the following code. So if statement is what we need at that moment to print out a specific code only when a condition is true. Then when it's false, we want to go and do something else. So working with if statement, you have to come and start with something like this. Surely there are three things you have to do when you want your computer to make decisions. And the first one is you have to obtain the value of the thing you want to make decision on. Second thing is you have to compare the actual value that you obtain to the desired value, to what you are expecting the value to be or what you want the value to be to run a particular code. Then you have to perform an action corresponding to the desired of the comparison. You have to perform your action com to the action that is corresponding to the desired of the comparison. So your action is going to be corresponding to the result of the comparison between those two. That's the value you obtain, which is the actual value, and the desired value. So now your if statement you can start with, let's say now you want to say condition equals to true. So you want to say this statement you have to start with what? Sorry, forget to put my equal sign here. You have to start with the letter if, then specify if condition equals. When you are talking about equals, you have to put to double equals. That's equals to true. You want to say print out, sorry. You want to print out the condition is true. So let's see this now. You can see here the condition is true. But let's say this is false here. See, we get nothing. But actually, if we have something here, after the if condition, we have, let's say we have print out of if statement. You can see it here, right? So now let's say that we want to compare ages. So let's say that my age equals 30 and John's age equals 35. So now I want to compare my age and John's age, and I want to say that if my age is greater than John's age, that means I'm older than John. That means if my age greater than or greater than John's age, then print I am older than John. So let's see this. You see, we get nothing because I am not older than John. John is older than me. I am 30, John is 35. That's why you get nothing there. So let's say now, if it's greater than equal to or equal to, then we want to print John is not older than me. See, actually when we run this, we get nothing. So, but if we change this John age to 30, you can see John is not older than me because we have the same age, 30, 30. But our condition is if it's greater than or equal to. So if I change this my age here to 31, you see, we still get our program running because it's greater than. So we're using because if it's greater than or equal to. So that's how if statement works here. Although we can also try something like less than or equal to. Change this to 24. We can say it here. Then, so it works that way too. And we can choose not equal to. I just put in this. Then, if my age is not equal to John age, that means me, that means John and I are not does not have the same age. This is if they are not equal to each other. So we are printing out it because they are not equal to each other. But let's say my age here is 30. See, we are printing out nothing because my age here is 30. So actually in statement you can notice that we have this column right here. This column is what indicates that the if statement, we are true with the if statement. This column is what indicates that we are true with if statement. So let's say we have another person here. Let's say my age is 24. And we have someone else here that is called Rose. Let's say Rose age is, let's say 34. And here now we want to add the comparison of A, Rose and John together. We want to say something like if my age is greater than John age, then we want to have and. So we can use this for our hand, or we use just this. And my age is greater than, so let's use less than Rose age. So let's use less than here. Print, I am the youngest among three of us. So that means if my age is less than John age and my age is less than Rose age, and right here, that means if this two condition is true, and we can compare my age is 24. If 24 is less than 30, that's true, right? Because 24 is actually less than 30. Then if 24 is less than 34, that's true too, because 24 is actually less than 34. That's why it's pointing out I'm the youngest among three of us. So now let's say Rose happen to be 21. Can say this program will run because both conditions are not true. But let's say if the operator here is or, not and instead, you can say it run it. You can also represent your or by this. So it runs quite well like that. So if it's all just need only one of these to be true for it to run. Just one of these happens to be true for the program to run. So what if we want to specify that two alternative, we want to print out two alternative in a program? So we can just have something like this. Let me take care of this. If my age is less than John age, let's say less than John age, if my age is less than or equal to John age, I want to print hi, um I am not older than John, not older than John. But let's say now I want to say if my name is greater else now I want to print out something otherwise. This S is simply for otherwise. And then I want to print out I am older than John. I am older than John. So we can see this. I am not older than John because my age is less than John's age. But let's say this my 24 is 34. You can see it here. I am older than John because my age is greater than that of John. So there's also something for us to have multiple comparison. We have to use something we call an elif. An elif is just like it's just like a combination of both if statements and else statements. Just another form, just another form of if statement and else statement. So let's say here I want to have elif my age greater than John's age. John, then I want to print I am older than John. Yeah, I want to have less than here. Then else, that's otherwise. I want to print out John and I age are equal. So let's see this. I am older than John. Actually, that's correct now because my age is 34 and John's age is 30. So obviously I'm older than John. But let's say my age is 32, just like John's age. If my age is 32, just like John's age, we are going to say John and I age are equal. So this should be I and John age. So I and John age are equal. So it worked that way. So let's say my age is to be less than John's age. I can say it. I am not older than John, which means John is older than me. You understand? So I can just say if my age is, I can just put it something like John is older than me. So it worked well that way. John is older than me. So using these three things, we can determine how and we can determine and make decision of our output now.